the person who shares with all of you tonight. So my name is Carleeta Nelson, and if I haven't gotten to meet you or know you yet, I'm one of the national vice presidents in this organization that helps to share, teach, train, and pour into all of you each Wednesday. And so I'm excited to get to have my turn to share with you. And you guys, I always get my ideas to share on these calls from what I do and learn whenever I'm talking to all of you that I get to talk to on a personal one-on-one basis. And so tonight you're going to learn what I have been realizing we need to help more people with, because I feel like sometimes I sound like a broken record saying the same thing to different people. And I'm like, you know what? We need to help people understand this better. So tonight is my attempt to help all of you. And I'm going to share a PowerPoint that I have put together quickly. Hopefully there's not any typos or anything on it. But it is going to help you guys kind of learn, as I talk through this, how we sponsor strategically and with skill. Because there's strategy and there's also skill set that we need in this business, not to mention mindset. We always say you need two things to grow this business: skill set and mindset. And we need both of those things to be strong and sharp. But there's also strategy when it comes to sponsoring. And I'm talking primarily, just sponsoring in general, preferred clients and consultants. But we all know that, our job here is, even if you're brand new, hopefully you've already had some kind of inspiration that has helped you realize that even though we can come in here and we can make a paycheck, the really cool thing that we get to do in Arbonne is we get to make a difference. We get to make a difference in people's lives by helping them discover the ingredient policy, the products, that can help them change and transform from the inside out physically. But we also help them transform their lives in every other way. I mean, I can't even list all the ways, through just being a part of our community and having the solidarity that we have as a community of people who are all working and striving to grow into the better version of themselves, and then help pour and pay that gift forward to other people. And so it is our vision and our mission as a company that we believe in people. We believe that everyone in this world can flourish, and by being good to themselves and their communities and their planet. Like, we're not inward focused, we're outward focused. And we are out here, like I said, not just here to make a paycheck, but we are here to make a difference. And whenever you catch that vision of the company, you become an unstoppable force out there in your world, because you're not just working to make an extra paycheck, an extra income. You're here to make that difference that Arbonne is on purpose to make as well. And you're part of a team that is here to do it. And then our mission is to help empower people to thrive with a sustainable, healthy living lifestyle within a passionate community of people. And so that is what we are doing as a company, and you are a part of that. And without you, it doesn't work the way that Arbonne has their vision and mission planned out to work, because it takes a lot of people to make a difference in a lot of people, because service to many is what leads to greatness. And we need more ambassadors that believe what Arbonne believes. So that's what we're here to do, is to make a difference. And so the way we do that is we passionately share what it is that we have to give to our world. And when we're out there doing that, we always need you guys. And I always, tell my team, like, people will ask you, do you know what the most important thing is that you're supposed to do in this business? And no matter what you're doing, maybe you're working to really perfect your presentation, whatever that is for you. The number one goal that you need to be doing in that presentation is to find and sponsor your next consultant or consultants. That every single thing we do, your mission and your goal is to bring new people into your business and help add ambassadors to the Arbonne mission that's out there helping people live healthy, sustainable lives in this community. So please know your goal. If anybody asks you that and they say, well, whose organization are you a part of? And you give your upline's name. Every NVP in my organization will want you to know the answer is confidently to tell people it is to sponsor new consultants into this mission to make a difference in this world with every single thing that I do. So that's what we are here to do, and why we are focusing on how to help you do that better and more efficiently than ever. So what I know is that maybe you do know that and you're working towards that, but there are common potholes that if you don't use strategy and have strong skill set in it, what you're doing, then you might fall in a pothole and it be a mistake in your mission to add ambassadors to this company that we are a part of, and slow down your success, but also slow down the progress that Arbonne has planned for our company to be able to make a difference in the world. So what I want to ask you is, do you feel like you're always falling into a pothole, or maybe do you feel like you fell into one of these potholes and you haven't been able to get out of it? And you're still trying to move from where you were to the success point that you have set out for yourself, but you got stuck back here in one of these potholes and you haven't crawled out yet. So what are some of the potholes that keep us from moving forward to success? And it's not a straight line, you guys. To success, you're going to have to zig and zag and do some maneuvering to be able to get you where you want to be and help you connect to people that are going to come into your business, that are going to help you get where you want to be, but also you help them. So these are some of the potholes that I know I see people struggle with, that keep you from being skillful as you could be in sponsoring new consultants into this business. And some of them are that we only work to get a take a look and forget that you're going to find consultants with activity. And so what that means, you guys, is so many times we focus so much on finding a dream team and getting them on a take a look that we're doing that, and we get kind of a one-track mind, and we're like, okay, I'm working and I'm not getting anybody to say yes to getting on a take a look. Or maybe you get them on a take a look and you've gotten one step further, but you haven't quite gotten them to say yes and jump in here and start the business. And you're still sitting here back at square one because you're still looking for people to join your business and do this take a look approach. This take a look approach is amazing. The presentation is flawless, in my opinion, and it is what you need to be doing, but it's not the only thing you need to be doing. If you have a one-track mind and all you're doing is working on this, but you're missing the activity that you need to be doing, that we coach people to do, but sometimes we miss it, you're going to fall in this pothole and maybe get stuck there and not be able to progress to the success that you want because you have this one track mind. Maybe you are somebody who is out there and you're selling the experience, not the business. Maybe you're wanting people to come and enjoy a nice, relaxing night, and you are, selling the heck out of products, but you forget to talk about, and that your number one goal is the business. And you're out there and you're doing this experience with people and you're having this nice, amazing, fun night, maybe even selling some products, but you're missing the number one goal of talking about your business and leading with the business and getting them to get on a take a look for the business to come in here and join your business. Maybe you prejudge people. Maybe you are, have this list of names that you maybe, have written down on a piece of paper, and you've gotten that far in the process. But you look at those names and you're like, oh, Susie wouldn't want to do this. Oh, you know what? Her husband has a great job. He's never going to want to quit his job. She doesn't need this business. And, oh, well, he's a guy. He probably would never, do Arbonne. Guys don't do Arbonne. And you prejudge people. And instead of just going through the process with each and every person that you come in contact with and that is on your list, you're deciding for them instead of asking them to get in here and take a look or book an activity that would expose them to Arbonne and give you an opportunity to be able to, let me mute people, to be able to help them see past where they are right now. Maybe you are, this is another biggie, you guys, that prevents people from sponsoring. You are out there and you share what Arbonne has done for you, and you tell people what you're doing in Arbonne instead of giving them what is the Arbonne opportunity. Instead of presenting the take a look presentation and giving them all that Arbonne is and has been for the last 40 years, you're sitting there and apologizing for what you haven't done yet in your business, or why you haven't achieved the goal that you wanted yet in your business. And you are talking about what you've done in this business instead of giving people the Arbonne opportunity and letting them decide what they're going to do in this business. And so there's all of these things. Another one, you talk more than you listen. You're sitting here, maybe even talking to yourself in your head, because you're worrying about, how am I going to ask this person about Arbonne? How am I going to talk to them about Arbonne? Instead of listening to them talk about their lives, which would tell you exactly how to talk to them about Arbonne and help them. And so, yet you miss the whole connection point because you're talking to yourself, or you're sitting there spilling out what you're so excited about Arbonne and what it's doing and what you see for it in your life. And you're too busy to hear and know what it is going to be able to do in that person's life and help them be able to connect the dots for themselves and see how this could be true for themselves. Maybe you haven't stayed connected and you want to share this with people, but you are clueless how to do it because you haven't stayed connected to the people that have gone before you and have perfected a system in how you're going to do this. Maybe you're are more passionate about the products than the business, and you're out there and you're selling kits of skincare and kits of 30 day, but you're not selling the opportunity because you haven't connected and become as passionate about the Arbonne opportunity as you are about the results that you have seen personally or helped other people achieve in their life for their physical transformation instead of their financial or time freedom and flexibility area of their life. Maybe you are not in personal growth and development, and you are not growing into the person that you have to be able to grow into in order to grow a successful business, because you are where you are today, being who you are up until today. If you want more, you've got to become more. And the way we become more is we grow ourselves, our mindset, our skill set, and our personhood and our character and all the things that come along with being somebody that attracts other people into their lives. These are all potholes, you guys, that will make you stop in your tracks on your journey towards success and miss out on attracting and or realizing you're sitting in front of your next ace that could be the person that goes all the way to the top in this business. So if any of this sounds or feels like you, or maybe people on your team, this is what we want to talk about and help you learn how to avoid these. And this is just another list that if your eyes are bad like mine and you couldn't read those, you could go through that list. But what we do, you guys, is a system. And there's so much to learn in the beginning that sometimes we get it all kind of jumbled up. So this is where we need to always go back to using the system and the tools that we have been given that keep us on track, that success track, to go straight to success instead of falling into these potholes. And so what we do is we have a system, and it's called the funnel system, to be able to sponsor people into this business and to be able to get activity on our books at the same time. So this system will take care of both of those things and will help you not miss out on one or the other. Because if you're not doing both, you're not going to get to where you need to in the right amount of time. So what we do in the funnel method is we go through the system of following our list. We make a list of people that we're going to talk to. And I tell people, start with 100 people. and you know way more than 100 people. But if you start with 100, it's enough to think abundantly so that if your first 20 people are no's for you, we can work on that, but it doesn't deter you because you go, I got 80 more. I got 80 more people. So you're going to make a list of 100 people. You're going to identify dream team qualities, and we're going to talk about all this in a little bit. Then you're going to ask people with skill. You're going to meet them where they are. This is key, you guys. And then we're going to work them up and down this funnel. We're not going to stop whenever we get our first no, because most of us probably were a no multiple times, but no, somebody didn't stop on us. And so now we're here, we're in this business and we're building this business, and we're going to learn how to use the up and down arrows of this funnel to get us wherever and meet people wherever they want to go initially, but then be skillful enough to work them back up the funnel to where they can go if they will let us help them. So the funnel method in action. Let's pretend that I've talked to Susie Q and I've asked her to do a take a look because I'm working through my list of people. I've identified her as a dream team person. And so now I've invited her to do a take a look. And she has gotten on here and is listening to a take a look. Here's scenario number one. She says she does the take a look. I invite her to do this and help her see how this can happen for her. She says yes. I help her get started. I help her find her dream team, and I help her start working all of those contacts she has in her funnel and book activity to start moving her towards her goals of success in Arbonne. So let's take scenario number two. I do a take a look. She says no to my business. That doesn't mean that we're done with Susie Q. That means that our goal is still to book activity. So do you see, I'm on a mission to sponsor a consultant in my business because it's the number one goal that we have in this business. But in the process, I'm booking my calendar full of activity because that's where I know, even though this may not be a yes to my business, the activity that I book is going to get me the volume that I need, but most importantly, put me in front of more people to be able to continue to share or expand upon the Arbonne story and opportunity and help people see what it is this could do for their lives. So this is scenario two, no to my business. So I haven't gotten a consultant yet, but I'm still working the funnel to get and book activity. And in order to book activity, I'm going to ask them, Susie Q, to book and host a group presentation first, because if she's not going to join this business and help me help her share this with her world, then I want to get in her world and I want to share it with her world and get in her contacts. Because how we get successful in network marketing is we expand and grow our network. I don't care if you only know a few people and you're like, that's why I'm struggling is I only know a few people, or you know a whole lot of people. None of us know enough people to get successful unless you develop the skill to grow your network consistently. So I'm going to get in her network by asking her next to host a group presentation. If she's saying no to the business, I'm like, you know what, that's fine. Let me just show you these products and show you what I do in this business. And if nothing else, I'll help you enjoy a great night. I'm selling the experience at this point, and I'm going to help you earn some of these products that I know you're going to love. And ultimately, in my head, this is a test drive for you to see what this business could feel like if you did say yes to me. So I'm booking this activity. Let's say Susie says yes. Great. I didn't hit the home run, but I got to third base. Let's say Susie says no to hosting a group presentation. It's not for her. She's busy. She doesn't do those kind of things. Whatever it is that you hear, that's okay. I still have not lost Susie as a contact and as somebody I'm working in the funnel to sponsor ultimately into my business. I'm going to invite her into an event that I have on my calendar ready to catch her as she goes falling down this funnel. In my eyes, she's falling almost to her death. You know, if you don't say yes to my business and you don't book a group presentation, you're like giving up life-changing opportunities that you could have. But boom, at the third level in this business, I'm inviting her to come to a launch or an event that I have on my calendar, because every month, at the beginning of every month, I put 2 personal calendars on, in-person events on my calendar, and 2 virtual events on my calendar, so that as I'm working through my list every single month, I have a place to put people whenever they say no to my business, no to hosting for me. I'm like, that's fine. What are you doing tomorrow night? Can you come over and just pop in? I'm going to have a few people over. It's casual, food, drinks, and hear a little bit about what it is that I want to share with you. And it is a place to catch them before they fall out of my funnel. So let's say they come to an event, and then, okay, now I caught them here. They're in my funnel still. And my job is not to let them just come here, see my products, maybe even order or sign up as a preferred client. Then my job as a skilled consultant is to go, now, Susie, do you realize how much fun this was tonight? This is what you did with people that, I know and that I've invited. Just imagine what it would look like if you had one of these and you invited friends and family that you enjoy spending time with and that you think would enjoy hearing about what Arbonne has to offer them. What are you doing Sunday? Let's throw something together, and you invite a few people to come over and sit around your kitchen table or on your sofa, and I'll share this with them at your house. So now I'm having them work back up and seeing how this could be something that would be so amazing for them. And then at this event, I'm also going to have their friends and family enjoy everything and be ordering and signing up as preferred clients, maybe even a few consultants. And I'm going to be like, Susie, what Arbonne does is they pay me to stop using other people's products, start using Arbonne, and share what I love about it with my friends and family. That's what we did here tonight. But these are your friends and family. And so Arbonne can either send me a thank you check for introducing these people, or they can send you the thank you check. Which one of us would you like to get the check from, or have Arbonne send the check to? And that's how I start saying, this is you doing the business. So we're working back up to do this. If they say no, that's okay. We're still right here for right now. It doesn't mean we're going to stay here forever, because we can still always work back up the funnel. If we don't get them to come to an event, then that's where I would offer and say, okay, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? And I can send a video or swing by and help, sample them with a few of the products. Or we can ask, for referrals. If they're an absolute no, that's fine. I get that you're not interested in anything we have to offer. But if you know of people or think of people that you think would you be willing to send them my way? Because I would love to help them, and a little bit about it right now. And it would be, if you think of people, just know that that's what would help me and help them at the same time. So this is our funnel, you guys. And this is why we want to keep this. I mean, seriously, if you don't know this in your head and you're not naturally skilled at it yet, put it and print it out on your calendar, in your car, by your phone when you're sending out messages or making your phone calls. Take it to your events and post it on your open date card so that you know what your job is to do there. Whatever you have to do to keep it in front of you, to know this is the skill set that you're working to develop that's going to help you not only find consultants to join your business and start, working this system and finding their dream team, helping their people, but it's going to help you also book your calendar full of activity that ultimately is going to connect you to more consultants. The number one thing we do in every single system we have is to draw you back to bringing more people into this business, because we need those ambassadors to complete and fulfill the mission and the vision that Arbonne has. So the moral of all of that story is, you guys, is that there are always more options. People stay on your list. They never leave your list. When people call me and say, I have no one else to call, I never believe you. That's lies. Your head is not thinking right in this business, because you've not lost anyone in this business. You've maybe shuffled them around, but you've not lost them, because we haven't worked the funnel with every single person that you have on your list and that you need to make another new list with. But we have to know that we have all these options. And even if they say no to all of them, stay in contact with them, stay in a relationship with them, and still listen to them so that you can always hear whenever they're saying to you, I need Arbonne. I need Arbonne. Because that's what we're tuning our ears to, you guys. So what I need you to know is, how do you find people to ask? Or if you've run out of people, how do I do that? And this is where it is so simple, and yet almost 100% of the time when I ask people, have you done this? When people are saying, I've run out of people to ask, I don't know where to find people to talk to, or I don't know enough people to do this business. Even though they're not saying, I don't want to do it, I don't need to do it. They're just telling you, that's my obstacle. I don't know the people. I can't find the people. I've run out of people. We've got to get skilled at recognizing the obstacle. And whenever people say that, there is a simple system, again, system, that helps you find your people and take that lie out of your head and move forward in your business. And it's the system that we use. And you guys, everybody may have a slightly different version, but it's the same thing. I promise you. It's what we've already said. And we call it the fast asking system. Like you're moving boom, 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 because it's a numbers game. I have a deck of cards that I play and do a training with. And it's like the people who flip through the numbers faster are the ones that get to the top quicker. And so you want to be methodical and be able to move fast in your ask. So what I do is I tell people, like I've already said, make your first 100-person contact list. All of you know more than 100, and that's more evident today than it ever was back when I started my business, but you all know more than 100. Then you're going to identify your first 10 dream team people. You may not even need to go and make 100 to find your first 10 to start asking. But if you do, that's okay. I want you to it's okay to take the time to make a 100-person contact list, because it won't take you that much time. So then you're going to identify your first 10 dream team people. And I'm going to help you know how to do that. But your first 10 dream team people, because we're going to invite everyone. We're going to prejudge no one, but we are going to intentionally identify and on purpose invite and ask these people right out of the gate. And I'll show you who those people are. Then we're going to formulate an ask using the 5 key point asks that we have in place that helps you formulate a skilled message to ask people to take a look at this and let you know where they're going to fall in the funnel. And then you're going to send these messages. If you're new or if you're stuck in your business, send some messages to your upline VP for review. I had some people do this yesterday, and it was honestly so good, but there were little tiny tweaks that we needed to make in this, in their ask, that would make all the difference in the world when they send it. So the first few, and it was so good. This person typed up 3 things. She said, this is a teacher, this is a college student, and this is, I forget who else. And she sent this little, thing at the top of each one, and then what she was going to say to each one, that all included the 5 key points, but that were specific to connecting the dots to those people. And we made tiny tweaks, and then she started working and sending those to fill up the calendar. And then we repeat steps 2 through 5 to find more dream team. Once you've worked through the first 10 people on the dream team list, then you're going to go and you're going to find the next 10 dream team people. And that's how you're going to methodically work through your list to find your best prospects for consultants. Again, we're still working to sponsor consultants with skill. This is how you do it. And it's so simple, but I'm going to ask you, you don't have to, no confession here, but have you ever made a 100-person contact list? Have you ever worked through and methodically went through and identified what dream team qualities are of people on that list? And then have you formulated an ask and on purpose work to send it out and fill your calendar wherever it is they're willing to meet you at? So dream team qualities: who do you want to work with? Who's already successful? Who's a person of influence? And you guys, these are not by money or title. It's by people that do life well and people who make people feel good whenever they're with them. who can afford to buy products, not because we prejudge, but because we build this business by sharing what we love. The more you can live and use, the more you will love and share. So it's just speeding the people that are going to speed up the process. And who's told you, I need Arbonne? Those are the people that we are looking for intentionally out of our 100-person contact list. And we're going to be looking for 10 at a time and then going and asking those 10 people. And you can do that. You can do 10 in a day, or you can do 10 multiple times a day. But the faster you go through the numbers, the faster you'll grow a business. So put a 10 on everybody's head, but intentionally be looking for the people that already are in this, that fit these qualities that you know that much about. And here's our ask. I don't know if this would be a fit for you, Susie. I know you're a teacher, you're pregnant, you're wanting to stay home with your kids. Feel comfortable telling me no if this ends up not being a fit, but hear it first, because I think this business would be a perfect fit for you. Here's a few times that I have available. Would you be willing to listen? And this is just an intentional, genuine ask. And you can tweak that. There's different things you can say, but it has all the ingredients. And I love that whenever Dr. Barrett was a guest on our call for Dare to Dream, Work to Win book, he's the author. And I was telling him what we do because he has kind of a pet peeve of this industry and how people cheapen this industry. And I said, well, this is what we do and teach and how we ask. And he said, that is a perfect ask. And he says, it is genuine, it is intentional, and it is focused on the other person, not what, somebody else is going to get instead. So you guys, this is simple, and it will change a little bit for each person, but the principles stay the same in it. So here is a logical sequence of events on what you would do to sponsor somebody into your business. Identify your dream team people, because you're listening in 3D. You're listening for people's dreams, desires, and discontents, or you've already heard and listened to them because you do some kind of life with them, and you've heard what they've needed in their life that has said, I need Arbonne. You identify a need for time and financial freedom and flexibility, and you're like, okay, I think this would be something people would enjoy or benefit from as a consultant. You're going to invite them to take a look at the Arbonne opportunity, not your opportunity. You're going to just follow the grid of the take a look and share with them with skill, and maybe even with an upline that is going to help you, because overcoming obstacles is the challenge. And then you're going to help them see how this can be a solution to their problems. If they can see what you see for them, you're going to sign them up and order the products and help them get connected, get started, and help them start helping 8 people they know live these products, and find 2 people that they know could benefit from this as a business and would be passionate about helping them and help them build their dream team. That's a logical sequence of events. This is in the perfect world, and I'm talking perfect world. It doesn't always work perfect, and you're going to hear sometimes, and like people said, 15 no's before that person comes in and is at this point where they're actually getting connected, getting started, and letting you help them. But this is what it needs to look like, and the process that it needs to go on. And you guys, if you'll notice, it's all about the other person and Arbonne. It's not you. You're just a messenger. So take what you haven't done, take what you don't love about yourself, all of the things that stop you from being confident out there, asking and sharing, asking people to hear this and sharing this gift, take that out of there. It has no room in this sequence of events. If you are putting it in there, it's a pothole for you. So here's an Arbonne quiz, okay? You guys, hopefully I've done my job and you're skilled on how to do an Arbonne ask. I've got a couple of scenarios here coming up, and I want you to tell me if it feels right to you, okay? So here's the first one. You're helping people find solutions to their problems, right? So we always listen first. We're listening in a 3D. And we're identifying people's dreams, desires, and discontents, either in our conversation that we're having with people you meet out and about in your groups while you're doing life, or people that you already know and you're going through life, okay? Then you hear them talking about the things that tell you there's signs and symptoms that you think they need to detox. You hear them say, I need Arbonne, because they're telling you in one way or another, I need more energy. I want to lose some weight. I want to look younger. Okay, so your head knows this is what you're doing, this is what you're hearing. My number one goal is to sponsor consultants. So what did we naturally do? Next step, let's give them the Arbonne opportunity. Yay! Does that sound right to you guys? But can I tell you, some of you try to do this so well and you go, I know the number one goal is to bring a new consultant into this business. And you're just out there and you're on your mission to bring new consultants in instead of out there on a mission to make a difference and helping people find a solution to their problems. And we are not even hearing that they are having these issues and that you're trying to give them the business. Ultimately, they could eventually get around to fixing this for themselves with the business because they're going to ultimately end up on the products that will help this, but it's not going to be what helps them see where this could be an answer to their problems. And they could say no to you because you offered the wrong thing instead of meeting them where they are and knowing you've got a funnel to put them in and get them back up to becoming a consultant that's passionate about this business in making a difference with you in this world. So you would say, in this scenario, I don't know if this could be a fit. I have an amazing opportunity. Feel comfortable telling me no, but please hear it first. Do you have some time tomorrow? Does that feel right to you, yes or no? And I don't know what your answer is, but I hope your answer is a no, because it's not the right answer, you guys. Even though we're telling you, and we may, you may feel like we hammer you, find your 2 consultants, build your dream team. We got to get you a team as soon as possible. This isn't how you do it. And this is a pothole that people make a mistake in. This is another scenario. Listen in 3D. Here, I need more energy. I want to lose weight. I want to look younger, and offer them the number one healthy living company with products that have the standard for the world ingredient policy to help them achieve all of that for their life. And that you think you could help them without a doubt. Feel comfortable telling you no, but let you share with them the products and the ingredient policy that this company has had for 40 years and see if it doesn't feel like a fit for you. Do you have some time for me to share this with you tomorrow? Does this feel right to you? Does it feel natural? Does it seem like you're truly helping somebody find a solution to their problems instead of being on your mission to just add new consultants to your team? And do you see that when you do this, you ultimately can end up with a consultant on your team because you have helped them achieve and see what they can do through this company and become truly passionate about what it could do for other people. And you put them in your funnel. That's skilled sponsoring. We meet them where they are. We don't force the opportunity when they're asking for the products, and we don't force the products when they're asking for the opportunity. We meet them where they are, we have it all, and we put them in our funnel. And the funnel goes up and down, you guys, and we just help them identify their dreams, make appointments, and paint a picture for more. And then we do what we've done and already talked about. So if someone says, yes, I want to start this as a business, how do we get them started? And the way we get them started is we put them in the same system, the methodical system that puts them on purpose and without it swimming around in their head and jumbling up in their head and never getting out on paper and on their calendar, the fast asking system. And we help them help their 8, help them find 2 new consultants or more, and do a $2,500 building block, because 8 sets is $2,500. And that is a building block that when we can do that and teach other people how to do that and duplicate that, we can go region, because we can miss the potholes for success that help us to not fall in, and we can bring new people into this business and get to where we want to go. And when we do that, 16 people doing $2,500 building blocks equals 40,000, and it's regional vice president qualification, and everyone can be celebrating this Christmas with a white Christmas. And that is what can happen on this journey whenever we strategically sponsor with skill. and we take ourselves out of it and we put ourselves on the mission that Arbonne is on to make a difference for people, and not just us to make a paycheck. The paycheck will come, but we got to make a difference for people that we're putting in front of, that we're put in front of, and that we're here to help. You guys, let's say you've got this part down. Let's say you are, doing all of this stuff, and you are doing everything I just taught you to do, but you're still not duplicating. And I will tell you, I want to say this, and I don't have time. This is a whole other training. But I've been doing tons of goal setting these last few days, because that's what you do at the beginning of the month. You plan for success, or you plan to fail. And what I'm seeing with consultants and districts is they need to learn this. They are still learning this part right here. What areas and above, even some regions, and I'm not calling out anybody's name, but what their struggle is that they're still learning how to help people overcome and navigate around obstacles and potholes. And they accept and know too much, too quickly. And they don't know. So what I'm saying is, if you're an area, you probably can do a lot of this on your own, and you may even feel like you don't need to ask for help or shouldn't ask for help because there's other people that need more help than you. But if you're not helping your team duplicate and hit 10,000, which is what I've been showing everybody, and drew this out for a goal setting session, and I've just shown it over and over and over again because I say the same thing to everybody. If you are here and maybe you've got, a couple of people in your area, but you haven't started helping other people develop people, we've got to get good at helping you learn how to develop the next level of skill, which is overcoming the obstacles that people say to you and use with you that keep them from believing that they could have this for themselves as well. So if you're at that level, we're still here to help you sharpen the skill of overcoming obstacles. So that's what I have to share with you guys. I hope this was something that makes it simple and very on purpose, and help you see some of the things that maybe you can tweak in your journey to help you achieve this goal faster for yourself, because I want you all to have a white Christmas this year, and you can.
I'm doing goal setting with her.
I think that
I love that, Carleeta. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no questions, we'll let you guys go. I hope this helps. Let's make September awesome. Let's make sponsoring our best ever this month, because you know how to do it with skill.